Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we are picking back up exactly where we stopped with the first part of this guide, and we are ready to invade China, and that's what we're going to do next. Our invasion forces are ready in Nagasaki. Just a brief recap of what we did in the first part. I showed my researches, focuses. You can see them in the description of the first video and also in the description of this video. These researches and focuses do not cover the whole game. At some point they become more free. So that's the core, let's say, that I want to share with you. As for the strategy, I talked in the first video about where to build, what to build, what units, division templates, and so on to recruit. And then we invaded Siam early on in the game. So Siam is now our puppet, from which we get very nice resources. And then more importantly, we started a very far naval invasion of the Netherlands, which means now also the Netherlands are our puppet. This gives us an easy access to Europe for the war later, for World War II later, as well as a lot of resources coming from the Japanese now East Indies. Okay, so the next part, what are we going to cover into this video? We're going to cover the invasion of China and how to easily defeat China. We already finished our collaboration government in China, so we need a bit less to capitulate them, only 18%. I mean, they need to go down to 18%. And then we're going to join World War II, and I will show you my strategy to gain war score in World War II, despite the fact that we are going to join it a little bit later, because we'll be busy initially in China. Okay, everything is ready, so I think we can start. Again, for what concerns the researches and focuses, you can see them in the description of this video, so I will not include them, mostly will not include them in the actual video, in the actual footage. The Chinese are surely defending this area, but we are sending trained marines and very high experienced troops, so this should be fine. Okay, we're already down. The marines are very strong at disembarking. And of course, what I should have used before, but I slightly forgot about it, is Ichigo, which gives us some nice bonuses. Chinese have insane manpower and a lot of divisions. They are not very good divisions, however. So it's fairly easy to destroy them. Now, since they have unlimited manpower, it's very important to get encirclements against China. We're going to send our marines back because we are going to use them for more naval invasions. We want to scatter a bit the Chinese across the coast. As you can see, we are already advancing very well, even without our tanks. It will be even easier once we get the tanks. I believe there is a supply hub here, which is what we're trying to get at this point. Okay, now as we get enough political power, we're going to get the tank designer. First push time for our tanks. Probably not in the best possible conditions, but we're also going to assign all of our planes to them. Okay, now if I remember correctly, we don't have any more supply hubs around here. So the next thing we're going to do with our tanks is going to be up here. Another difficult push against the river. We're going to try to get this supply hub. I'd like to have at least 5 before we can start using them to significantly push. I'm going to get the air designer at this point. It gives us some very nice bonuses too. I will wait until these tanks reach the trained level, I mean the regular level, and then we'll start this push. So let's start planning another naval invasion. This time we're going for this area down here. Okay, the tanks are ready. This is not an easy push. Because we have a river crossing, but let's see, let's test them. Okay, struggling a little bit here, but going very well there. Overall, I'm satisfied with this. Ooh, this is nice. As I said earlier, destroying their units is very important, because they have a lot. Okay, I believe we got the supply hub. Now, the problem is, this is probably not going to be connected to our capital, right? It's not going to be connected to anything, most likely. Now, everything is cool, everything is cool. We do want to push here. The question is, can we do it? I think we can. Easily, actually. Okay, now what we're going to do with these tanks is we're going to push from this side because well, we have a river crossing here anyway, and we'll have more supplies there. Yeah, also, by the way, yeah, I am slightly late on this, but we do need to make new fighters. Now, since we are playing as Japan and we have access to a lot of rubber, we can afford to use the self-sealing fuel tanks here. And this is our fighter one. Okay, and as we do this, World War II is actually starting. And we're going to sign the Tripartite Pact so that hopefully Germany will not attack the Netherlands. It happened to me only in one game. It should be fairly safe, but we'll see. It happened because I did something different though, so I'm pretty sure it will be fine. And we can start this offensive here. Yeah, of course we're going to struggle a little bit. I mean, they have 1 billion divisions in here. All of their supplies are in these two places, so if we take them, they run out of supplies, then they're fucked. But it's going very well. Now they have absolutely no supplies in here. And they have so many divisions which will die. Okay, last bit. This will be fun to watch. Look at those hats flying. Helmets, I would say, but okay. You got the point. Ooh, nice. Destroyed. This means 25,000 casualties against almost 1 million. Not complaining, not complaining. Our invasion down here is most likely ready, and we're going to trigger it. And we're going to take tactical bombing for some additional ground support. Okay, we already disembarked here. I'm very happy with this. Let's send many of them to Nanjing. Oh, this is very nice. Very happy with this. Okay, let's see how we're doing with the tanks here. Fairly good, I would say. We're also destroying some of them. Now we can really make these flame tanks. I've been waiting for quite a while. Yeah, like this. Why not? Now wait. Decreasing the reliability too much, actually. And let's keep it like this. Where is the supply hub? Can we get it? Guys, what the fuck are you waiting for? Go for that supply hub. They really have 19 divisions in there? Wow. So now, where do we push now? Well, obviously this would make sense. So we're going to push here. Now, let's start planning our next naval invasion, because these guys will keep naval invading. And this time we're going down here. Now we can make the new castle as well, so we're going to do that. Yeah, let's go. We got it. Encirclement done. And let's destroy these guys. That's another 25 of their divisions being destroyed completely. Maybe even more. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, and by the way, we disembarked here with absolutely no problem. Let's start this offensive. It should be fairly simple. Very happy with this push. We still haven't reached the supply hubs, though. That's something we need to do. Okay, much better already. Okay, now we need to wait for a little bit, but we also may need to connect this stuff to our railway. I'm going to do that. Prioritize the railway construction. We could plan another naval invasion down here, but I don't think it's needed at this point. So we're actually going to send these guys to the Netherlands, because we're going to use them there next. And now that our manpower is fine, we can possibly use another defensive army as well. I like that they have a lot of divisions in there. If we manage to get this push, then we have an amazing one there. We're going to use submarines as well, because we never know. And we're going to send everybody here. That's where we are going to use them next. As for them, they seem to be ready, but I would like them to have a bit more supplies. Okay, now they have supplies, so yeah, let's go then. There is a river crossing, but as you can see, our tanks just don't care. Nice. Nice, we got the encirclement. Now we can finish these guys. A lot of divisions in here, though. Nice encirclement. Done. Very nice. And divisions are decreasing significantly. Okay, now we can decrease the production of tanks a little bit, however. Something like this, and we can increase our production of fighters. We need a lot of them. For this last push, I may even consider giving them the force attack order. Yeah, let's go. Big push. Nice. Pretty sure this will give us the victory points we need. Nice. It's done, I think. Let's check. Yeah, of course it is 100%. So the casualties, less than 50,000 for us. And, well, a lot for them. You can see it up here too. 49,000 to 2,600,000. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, the war is officially over. Now we're going to puppet China, which means we're going to puppet everybody in it. Okay, very nice. So we have the reorganized government of China, which is now our puppet. And that's extremely nice. We are not at war, so right now we can chill. But we are not going to chill. We are going to fight World War II. Now, since Germany cannot take the Netherlands, they almost always get stuck in Belgium. They actually get stuck at this river. They cannot advance here anymore. And this is actually pretty convenient for us. So it's time to show you what we're going to do for World War II. And before we do that, we need to send a lot of divisions here. We're going to leave one army to defend Japan, but that's about it. And then we better justify on the UK, not that that is going to take much, but after all, they are basically already ready to invade. We just need our divisions to get there. From now on, we're also going to take advantage of some of these resources. As you can see here, we can get a lot of stuff. So we're going to build some infrastructures down there. China can also be pretty rich. For example, well, this is Korea, not China, but we can get something here. Right, for now, that's enough. Oh, you know what, actually, yeah, that's enough, but we need to prioritize air bases in here. Okay, we can take our industrial concern. Okay, we don't have any more time, so let's start the war against the UK. We're going to use all of these fleets to get ourselves the naval superiority in the channel. This should be enough. And then we're going to start our naval invasion. We're going to send them over as soon as we get a harbor. It's easy. As usual. Very nice. Time to send them over. I will also send over the motorized and the main army, actually. Now, one important thing here is we don't want to end the UK, so we need to be very careful. Usually you just want to get to this point and you don't want to take these two cities here, because that will end the war, and we don't want that. Well, actually, that will not end the war, because the Germans are stuck in Belgium and they are not taking France. What we are going to do now is we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to start an invasion of France from the UK. Okay, very nice. Now, these guys will be there and they will be ready to attack this place to end the war later on, when we need to. Our naval invasion is ready, so let's get it started. Looks like they are not even defending that much. Let's see France. Yeah, we also don't want France to surrender yet. No, don't take Paris. Okay. Fine, this is not exactly what I wanted. The important thing is that Paris is German, and so they form Vichy France. And actually now we can demand Indochina from Vichy France. I would like to take care of Belgium as well. It seems like we need to plan another naval invasion for it. As we get ready for that, I'm also going to start justifying on Spain. Will we get it, or will the Germans get it? That's the question. We got it. Very nice. And the Germans got that one, then Belgium is down, whatever. Okay, the Germans got that one. Fine, let's plan the invasion of Spain. This is another very important one. I do want more fighters here, because destroying enemy planes is going to be our main way to get war score, to gain war score. But there are a couple more things we want to do before ending World War II. And that is nationalist Spain and Portugal. Start justifying on Portugal as well. We can start making our new tanks at this point. So I will show you this design as well. We have access to the improved medium howitzer. I'm still going to use the basic radio, because this is a slightly different design from the ones I showed before. And for this design, we're actually going to go for more armor. We'll make it a bit more expensive than usual. Okay, that's it. This will be our Panzer II design. Okay, we got our claim on Portugal. Let's see if our naval invasion is ready. Our naval invasion is ready. So let's start it. What is not ready is the war. Okay, war to Spain, of course. Hopefully they will not be intercepted. Sometimes the Royal Navy plays some tricks here, but so far it seems to be doing fine. Spain will not join the Allies, so it will not give us additional war score in World War II. But it's still good to have Spain. It's a good strategic position. Fairly decent resources as well. Okay, we got a harbor. It's time to send down our tanks. And our motorized. In terms of constructions at this point, you're pretty much free. I keep building infrastructures and military factories in the resource-rich provinces. At this point, we're also pretty much free in terms of focuses. I would take secure the Philippines to get a claim on the United States. We can do that a bit later, but remember to always end Portugal before you end Spain. Otherwise, it's very annoying to get Portugal. And I think we can start. I mean, they don't usually have divisions anyway, so let's just go. They do join the Allies, which means we get some extra war score there. That's nice. Now, the goal is to get about 25% war score, so exactly where we are now. We're pretty satisfied with it. And if they have any planes left somewhere, we can try to get more war score by destroying their planes. It looks like they have some here, but not that many. Okay, Portugal is done. Now we can end Spain. Now, if you're following my researches, this is also the part of the game where my list of researches start running out. So at this point, you're pretty much free with what you want to research. You're not forced to research anything in particular. Okay, Spain is done. For what concerns Spain, we're going to puppet them. We're going to take their resources, of course. We're going to take war reparations. And we're going to take their navy. And then we're going to take Gibraltar. Okay, Gibraltar is taken. Who is this guy and why is he there? Let's check the war score. Our war score is 25%. Now, if you're not satisfied with your war score at this point of the war, you can try to destroy more enemy planes, provided they still have some. It's hard for me to find them. Technically, you could try to help Italy a bit here. You could send your tanks to Egypt if you want to build up more war score, but in my opinion, that's not necessary at this point of the game. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to actually end the war, which means pushing up here. Now, keep in mind that as you get any one of these cities, the war will end. So make sure that you're satisfied with what you have before doing that. Okay, so World War II is over. We got 25% of the war score. We're satisfied with that. That's it. So that means in the end we got 27% of the overall war score. That's okay. Not bad at all. So what are we going to do with the war score we got here? The most important thing in my opinion is to get an access to the United States for later invasions. And usually for me that's here in the Bahamas. So we're going to puppet the Bahamas, just in case for later. We're also going to take this region because it's rich in aluminum, which we always need. And why not? We can take some additional islands in here. The other thing that is usually valuable to take is Singapore and British Malaya because of the insane amount of resources in there. That's a pretty decent amount of resources in here too, so we're going to take that too. Now, I puppeted them. You need to keep some war score to actually get the resource rights before you end the war. I think we're fine in terms of rubber, but you know what I want? Yeah, I want Gibraltar, and I would also like to have Suez. And the Germans got it right away. Very smart, very smart. We're also going to take Portugal. And we'll see if we can get England. I believe we can get England. Okay, it's very nice. We actually still have a decent score. We got all of England. We gave Germany all of France, but that's okay. We're okay with that. We took Portugal as well. Now, let's take the resource rights in the places we want them, in which we want them. Okay, so with the remaining points, we're going to take as much of the British Royal Navy as we possibly can. So now we're not at war anymore. And we're doing pretty well. As you can see, we got the United Kingdom, Spain, Portugal, we got China under us, under our control. And, well, now the rest of the game is open to you. You have many choices here available. You can fight the German Reich if you want. When they start their war against the Soviet Union, that would be the perfect time to stab them in the back. And that's a pretty solid choice, in my opinion. It usually works pretty well with Japan. You can start from the Netherlands, you can start from Spain. You have a couple of options. I suggest starting with a naval invasion if you do it from the Netherlands, so that you actually don't share the war score with the Netherlands. Other than that, well, of course, you can go for the United States. So that's the other choice. You develop a bit these islands here, and then you send your naval forces there and prepare an invasion of Florida. That's how I usually invade the United States. It's early 1941. If you're a bit faster, you can finish this in 1940. And then, again, you have plenty of time for the rest of the game with a pretty solid industry, very good army. So yeah, guys, this is my guide for Japan. I hope you liked it. For me, it was fun. I do consider, I mean, I still think that Japan is not exactly my playstyle. As you could see, I didn't use the Navy that much. We only used the Navy when it was strictly necessary. We did keep our destroyers protecting the trade here for the whole game, and that worked quite well. We never had issues with trading, supplies, and so on. And yeah, this was fun. Not as fun as Italy or Germany for me, but still fun. I did continue this run in my test runs, and at that time I declared war to the... actually, the German Reich declared war to me, probably because I didn't go for the tripartite pact. And then I invaded the United States. I'm not sure if I will continue this save or not, but for the guide, surely this is all. Guys, if you enjoyed this guide and the previous one, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That would be very important. We only need a few hundred subscribers before I can finally monetize YouTube. If you have any comments, any suggestions on how to further improve this strategy, things you would be doing differently, please, again, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.